Good morning, BadBoyHalo.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Did you just say thank you with the voice of someone still in bed at 5 p.m.?
Hi.
Do you want to do the show, yes or no?
After my nap.
What do you mean after your nap? You just woke up! I'm giving you the time of the introduction to get ready, and that's it. The Weirdest Talk Show, where we talk about... What do we talk about again? Oh yeah, we choose a subject, but we don't choose the position we're gonna debate. The Weirdest Talk Show. Almost every Thursday, but most of the time on other days at 5 p.m. EST on Only Hit.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up, everyone? Hold on, I gotta tweet it out. Debate show starting. And boom. What is up, everyone? Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the weirdest talk show in the universe, world, galaxy, etc., etc., etc. How are you guys doing today? Good, I hope. Guess what? Our special guest today is a returning guest from last week, Fumaz!
Hello. What?
Very
You
good,
okay, bud?
Fumaz. No, I'm cheering him. All right, Fumaz. Last week, before the debate show started, okay, we gave everybody a choice at the beginning. We said, you guys can either, what's the word I'm looking for? You guys can either have a debate about everybody carrying a katana,
Okay.
or you can have a debate about everybody carrying a hammer. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So, here is the question. Oh, A60.
Uh-huh. What?
Hey, wake up.
Oh, sorry. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You guys can either, okay? Are you guys ready? You guys can either have the hammer debate that you missed out last week because you chose the katana debate.
Okay,
Oh.
but if we do the hammer debate, it should only be fair that you defend it this time.
I agree. So last week, Fumaz had to defend the last week Fumaz had to defend everybody has to carry around a katana, right?
Yeah.
So that was last week. Everybody has to carry around a katana, right?
Yep.
Hey, right? Yeah. Okay, so Fumaz had to defend the position that everyone had to carry around a katana, right?
Yeah.
And sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm looking at something in my room. My apologies,
Can I explain
audience.
it instead?
I'm trying to get this thing. Dude,
Okay.
go away. Go away. What is? Oh, it's like
Okay,
one of
guys.
those giant mosquitoes. Okay.
So, Bat
All right.
was
let's-
saying
hey,
that
Fumaz,
week I had.
I'm the showrunner. Do you want to run the show?
No,
I'm sorry, that was
being
rude.
Such
I'm
a
sure you.
distracted muffin.
I know. I'm being distracted. You're right, Fumaz. I apologize. All right, let's continue. Okay. No, it's like one of those giant mosquitoes, the kind that don't actually
I'm
bite
sure
you.
the dog like kill it.
Yeah. Oh, if my rat was down here, she'd try and eat it. Okay, but anyway, she tries to eat everything that flies. Anyway, let's continue. So, everybody in the audience, here is your question. Okay? You guys can either, can I get a drum roll, please? You guys can either have a bird debate that I guess Fumaz wants to do,
Yes, that's the best debate. Okay, so basically the debate.
Fumaz wants to do like a bird debate.
Yes, do
Or-
birds actually exist?
You guys can have a hammer debate where everyone has to carry around a hammer, and this time I will defend the hammer position. Okay, so I will defend the carry position. So it is up to you guys. You guys get to choose. Which one do you want?
Okay, let me explain the bird one. So the bird one would be, do birds actually exist? Big drones controlled by the government to spy on us.
Wait, what?
Yes, there's a subreddit dedicated to it.
Do birds actually exist, or are they controlled by the government?
There's a website called birdsaren'treal.com.
Are you
It's a
serious,
movement.
Fumaz?
Yes. Type birdsaren'treal.com on Google and you'll find it. There's t-shirts, there's hats, there's a lot of stuff. It's a real thing.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, type birdsaren'treal.com on your browser and you can find it.
Wait, seriously?
Yes. It's a thing, man. There's a subreddit, there's a Facebook group, and
Hold on.
Instagram thing.
So, are birds real, or are they just little androids created by the government?
Yes. Basically, the theory says that all birds were killed by an experiment or something, I don't remember, and they were replaced by drones to spy on us.
What?
Yes.
No one actually believes that, though.
A lot of people, actually. You would be surprised.
Okay, but you could. Okay,
I mean-
you want. So you want to make that the debate topic potentially?
I think that it's mostly like a meme thing, but I'm sure there's some people
Oh,
who believe it.
the meme thing. That would be impossible. You know what? Whatever, guys.
Yeah,
we are
the katana
gonna.
thing
We
was
will let you
impossible to
pick.
defend too.
Okay. The quote unquote birds aren't real debate, or the hammer debate. Okay.
Someone said, I believe in Fumaz supremacy, so.
Okay, literally, I swear, if they pick the birds aren't real debate, I'm gonna lose it.
Everyone is saying birds.
No, stop saying no. Stop voting for the bird debate.
Everyone say birds.
No, stop voting for the no.
Everyone say
No.
birds, guys.
Oh my goodness. Okay, A60.
Can I
Can
have
we
a bird
throw up
debate?
a poll, or do polls not work?
I don't
What
know
I
if
do
they
on
fixed
Twitter.
them.
Everyone
All right.
wants birds bad.
Wait, no. Oh, come on, guys. How are we gonna do it? You want whatever, whatever.
Birds aren't real.
whatever. I literally, I don't even care. Whatever. Let's do it. Here we go. I literally cannot even.
Dad, it's a good topic. What are you talking about?
Okay, you want? Maybe it is a good topic. Do you want a particular position, or do you want to flip on it?
I don't care. We can flip on it.
All right, heads. You think birds aren't real?
Which is true.
Tails. I think birds aren't real.
Which is false.
All right, here we go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
It's heads.
Okay,
Okay.
so wait, does that mean you have the birds aren't real position?
Yeah. Birds
Okay.
aren't real.
So, Fumaz, because you're the guest, I will give you the choice if you want to switch your position.
Do you want my position? I mean, I don't.
If you
I don't
do you want
mind.
to switch the position?
No,
It's up to
because
you.
last time you said you wanted my position, so I'm gonna let you choose.
I could have defended the position, I think, better, but if you want a
okay,
particular
I see how it
position,
is. Okay,
but
okay,
I'm
okay,
saying
okay.
you're a guest.
Yeah, no, you're insulting me.
What? No, I'm saying, is there a particular position that
you're
you want.
insulting me. You said
I'm
you're
not
better than
insulting
me.
you. I think you can do a good job, but I'm just
sure.
making
Okay,
a point.
whatever. Let's go on. I don't care. Do you want my position or not?
No.
Okay, then I'll defend
no,
it.
I'm saying no. Listen, I am saying if you want to switch, you can. It's up to you.
I don't care.
What do you mean?
I can defend any position. I'm that good. So
What?
I'll let you choose. I'll let you choose because I'm good, so I can defend any position.
No. It's up to you.
No, listen. Listen, it's up to you.
It is up to you.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna let Bad decide.
Fumaz, it's up to you.
No. Okay, listen. Bad,
Could
I'm
you
gonna
decide,
give you one
please?
more. Yeah, I'm gonna. I said, Bad, you can decide if you want my position or
Fumaz,
not.
the whole point of me is giving you the guess. Do you want to switch positions? Oh my
whole
goodness,
point-
are you trying to get me to say that I will defend that birds are not real?
No,
if you
I'm
want,
trying
I
to
will
say-
take that position.
You want to take that position?
I will if you want to insist that I take the position.
Oh my god, I said you can take it if you want to. or
Oh
if
my
you don't want
gosh.
to, I can take
Fine.
it.
I will defend birds aren't real since you keep trying to hint, wink, wink, nudge,
What?
nudge.
No, I'm not hinting that. I'm just saying.
Okay, fine. Birds aren't real is my position. You can defend that birds are real. Okay?
Okay, fine.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, here we go. Do you want to do opening arguments first?
Sure.
All right.
I'll let you start since.
All right, everybody. So let me explain again for this show. Everything we say from this point on is just for fun. It does not necessarily reflect our actual position. Just keep that in mind. And keep in mind that just because anything we say from this point on isn't necessarily our actual position. And what's the word? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything we say from this point on is not necessarily our actual position or feelings on a particular topic. We're just debating just for fun. Are you ready? Fumaz is taking the position that birds are real. I am taking the position
obvious.
that birds are not real. Okay? In the sense of the context of the meme. Okay, that they're drones or whatever that spy for the government. All right,
Wow, so you're not even convinced in your own position.
here
That's not a good
we
start.
go. The debate officially starts right now. Fumaz, opening arguments.
Yeah, I said I'll let you do your opening argument first since you have the, I guess, harder position.
No. I'm letting you do yours first.
No.
Go ahead.
Listen, I
Defend.
Get to choose
No,
the-
you said I have the harder position, and yet you're making me go first.
You can.
You
yeah,
go first.
You can tell more things if you go.
Oh
first.
my gosh, fine. All right, it's obvious birds aren't real. Okay,
What?
think about it. Okay, I'm doing my opening arguments. Think about it. Birds. Have you ever seen birds? Okay, they're little hopping around. They're flying. All of their movements so fake, so obviously robotic. Okay, the fact that they act differently in different cities and towns, almost like they're used to the populace and they're designed to act a certain way, is very clear that birds are merely acting as spies for the government. Think about it. Why do they stay so far away from people? Okay, you try and get close to them, boom, bird flies away. It's not like you can go and reach up and pick them up. Plus, they're small. And you ever wonder why they constantly are hanging around on power lines? You ever think about that? Birds chilling on power lines because their chargers are in their feet. Think about it, okay? Birds are drones. Did they used to exist? Yes. But guess what? They don't exist anymore. Do you know why they don't exist anymore? Because the government wiped them all out with an experiment and replaced them with robots. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? No, you haven't. And have you ever wondered why baby birds are only ever seen after they've fallen out of the nest. That is because those are government plants at locations to try and get people to pick up the baby bird and carry it into their home. Okay? Point is, birds are not real. They are drones. End of story. It's obvious. Parrots are just stinking, what do you call them?
I just joined, but after hearing that, I'm going to leave.
Buddy left.
Bye, Dream. Bye, Dream. Uh-oh. Dream.
He left.
I mean, have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Exactly. You haven't. Boom. End of story. All right.
Okay. So it's my turn.
Yes, it is your turn.
Let me just debunk everything you said. So, your argument is completely stupid. It's so flawed that even a small child could see it. Okay, how can you think that birds aren't real? Like, okay, so would you think that people wouldn't realize if the government killed every single bird and replaced them with drones? You really think that people are that stupid that they can't know if birds actually got replaced? And would you think that every single government in the world would agree to replace birds? Like in some countries where there's dictators and there's like they don't agree with other countries, do you really think that all the governments would agree to just create this entire bird drones thing? Like it's so sci-fi that I can't even believe I have to defend this. Like, yeah, you say that birds like stand on power lines and stuff, but if you think about it, power lines didn't exist until a few years ago, and even then, birds only stand on them because they think they're tree branches or stuff, and they can't get like electrocuted because we all know why. And the fact that birds run away from us when they see us are stupid, because if they were actually drones, they wouldn't run away. They would try to observe us. Instead, they run away because literally every small animal runs away from us because they're scared of us. They know that we can overpower them easily. If they were actually drones, then they would observe us and they wouldn't actually run away from us. And do you think that there's no people who have ever seen baby birds? Like, there's people who dedicate their entire life studying birds and their behavior and their like patterns. There's people who dissect birds, and there's people who literally take birds and like in their house and watch them grow. Would you think that they wouldn't notice that birds go recharge on power lines? Like, how is that even an argument?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Fumaz. Okay, so Fumaz just gave his opinion on whether birds are real or not. And thank you, Fumaz. Now
It's
it is
not
time.
my opinion, it's a fact.
Okay. Now it is, says you. Now it is time for the main portion of the debate show, where we discuss whether we basically go back and forth. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Fumaz, I have
Okay.
one question for you. Okay.
Sure.
Turkeys, chickens, those
Yeah.
birds, you never see them until they're on your plate in
That's
the
not
grocery
true.
store. Those,
You can
hold
go
on,
far.
those are domesticated birds. The only real birds are the ones that we eat, because the government has developed those birds to be immune to the type whatever killed off all the other birds. Okay.
No.
No. Let me finish. And so that is why those birds are real. However, the birds you see on the telephone lines, fake, not real. You say that, why do the birds not run away, or the whatever? I can't remember what you said exactly. But the point is, you said something about birds running away, and that's exactly the point. Okay? Birds run away from us because they're trying to stay at a distance. Oh, I remember what you said. You said that why would they run away if they're trying to spy on us? Because they don't want to reveal that they're spying on us. They have cameras in their eyes that they can watch us from a distance. So of course they don't have to get super close to us.
No, because if that was the case, then why can some people have birds in their houses and the birds like stand on their like shoulder?
Exactly. Exactly, because those birds are pets, and people aren't going to harm their pets and open them up to see what's inside, to find all the technology
there was a camera
and the
inside
cameras.
The eyes of a bird.
Huh?
You would see if there was a camera inside the eyes of a bird.
No, because it's really advanced. It looks like a regular eye. That's the point.
Do you think that the technology is just hidden from us and they can't... Like,
it is. Yes.
Do you think that every government in the world would agree to something like this? Like, with all the wars that are going on right now, do you think that actually every single government would agree?
Because it benefits every government to have spies.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. And who says it has to be every government? Might be a couple countries that had all their birds wiped out. Think about it.
Let me ask you something. Why do birds go away in certain seasons if they're not real? Why would they hide from the cold?
Guys,
and why would they...
He just gave me my best argument. I mean, honestly, imagine thinking birds are actually real. Oh my goodness.
What? No, that's so...
No, you just gave the best argument, okay?
No.
Why do birds migrate? Have you ever heard of the phrase snowbird? Okay, it's used to refer
birds aren't the only animals that migrate.
Snowbird is a popular phrase that's used by people in warm states or warm climates to refer to all of the people who come to that area when it gets cold. Is it a coincidence that birds migrate with people? As people go to warmer places, the birds follow them to keep an eye on them?
That's not why.
Did you ever wonder why, Fumaz?
Because birds don't like that type of climate either, so they migrate. They're not the only animal that does it. That's so stupid.
It's just the birds are the ones. It's a mobile camera keeping an eye on you.
No, that's so stupid, because literally the only reason we talk about birds migrating and not other animals is because birds fly, so we can see them and we see when they're migrating. But all the other animals, I mean, a lot of animals do it too. And the reason why people do it too, is because people are better in certain climates. That's just how. No.
It's because the birds need to follow the people. They need enough birds. They need enough birds to spy on a population. So when it gets cold and people go on vacation south, they need more birds down there. So they migrate those birds down.
Okay, Ben, let me ask you something. Why do people go on vacation?
They go on vacation for a multitude of reasons, to relax.
But a
lot of people I'm answering your question. A lot of people going on vacation to do nefarious things. And so they need to make sure they have enough bird drones in a given area to keep an eye on the growing populace, which is why when people go south for the winter to warmer places, the birds follow them.
No. The reason people
parrots are just robot birds that they are going, we gotta get these robot birds into people's houses. They need birds up close. Have you ever wondered why parrots and some birds will repeat back things to you? You ever wonder why? It's because they're recording it. Okay?
Then
and they're making notes of the stuff you say. Think about it, Fumaz.
No, that is so if they were actually recording that, then they wouldn't say it back. That's like the stupidest thing they could do, because it would let us know that they are actually listening to us. Like, why do people go on vacation? They go on vacation. Most people go on vacation in warmer climates or like hotter climates because they want to, like, I don't know, get a tan or something. Because people generally prefer warmer climates. And birds go there too, because they prefer warmer climates too, because they're better for their bodies. That's just nature. That's like literally biology. You can study birds. You can see every single organ in them.
Oh, really?
You can see
Oh, really?
the cell that make
Are you
them
just
up.
gonna go grab a bird off the street and dissect it? No, you're not, because that would
There's
be
some
awful.
people who do.
Okay? No, but people don't do that, okay? The only places where people are allowed to dissect birds, right, is in labs, in schools, in classes. And why is that? Because those are hand-selected birds that are kept in government
No, they're
facilities,
not.
specifically bred for that, so that people
No, they're
will
not.
continue
Then
to
how do
believe
you-
that
How
birds
do you
are real,
explain
which they
birds
are.
that get ran over by cars, and you can see them dead in the street, and you can literally see their organs, and they're so disgusting.
No,
because
that's the point. Those are malfunctioning, okay, robots.
Then why
right?
do they have internal organs if they were robots? They
Well,
would
think
have
about
to
it.
have
If a bird, if you
wires.
never saw a bird get smushed, be like, oh, that's weird. I've never seen a bird get smushed. So the government plants certain birds, packs them full of meat, and has them run in front of a car or something to make it look like the bird is a real bird. Or
That
maybe
is
it's to
so
dispose
stupid.
of a robot bird. Okay,
Do you
think about that.
understand how stupid that sounds?
Do you understand how stupid it sounds to
So you're just
believe
gonna-
that
so you're just-
birds
so
are
you're
real?
just gonna
That's
say that-
ridiculous.
Okay, no. You're just gonna say that birds are robots without any proof that they are. Like, I could say this about any other animal. I could say that.
What do you mean?
Freaking cats
I
are
have
robots
tons of
because
proof.
they spy on us because we make them.
I have tons
so
of
they're
proof.
robots.
No, listen.
That's
It's a dramatic after the nuclear test in the United States, okay, where they were preparing the bombs used in World War II, okay, what they noticed was there was a sharp decline in birds. And you know when else they noticed a sharp decline in birds was in the rise in the use of those little spinny things, right? The electric generating windmills, right? All of a sudden, birds are dying left and right. And eventually, all the birds were killed off. And so, till only a teeny tiny percentage of the bird population remained, and the government said, oh my goodness, this is not good. We need these birds to do the bird things, and so they developed robot birds. Look it up. Look up how many birds are killed every year by those little windmills, okay? Those windmill solar powers kill literally tons of birds, and the reason they do is because the birds fly into them because they think they can, and they don't realize, and the wind kind of pulls them into it. But that's the point. Point is, a number of birds is decreasing rapidly. The strategy of replacing them with robot birds, okay? Even though more and more birds are being killed every year, you don't see the populations going down because every bird that gets killed gets replaced.
No, because they reproduce quickly. It's like
robot
rats.
birds. Point is, birds used to exist in large numbers. Now there's pretty much hardly any wild birds now left. All the birds you see, every bird you interact with, it's just a spy. The government needed to replace the birds. They needed to replace them with robots to continue filling the ecosystem. But they also found a double use for them, spies. You say that birds hang out on power lines because they are what you call it, because they think they're branches. Then why wouldn't they just hang out on branches? No, they hang out on power lines to recharge their batteries. That's why they can hang out on power lines without getting zapped, because they are robots siphoning off energy off the power grid. Why do you think as bird populations go up, electricity bills go up for everybody? It's because we are subsidizing the bird battery population. Think about it.
Bad.
Yes.
Okay, I just crashed, by the way. Never mind. So I didn't hear what you said, like, in the last minute.
The birds work for the board.
No, they don't. Okay, listen. That must be the stupidest thing I've ever heard anyone say. Okay, listen.
No, the stupidest thing you've ever heard someone say is that they believe birds are real.
Okay, listen to me. if birds weren't real and they recharged on freaking power lines, like you said, then why, like, if someone keeps a bird in their house, they're not gonna, like, run out of charge. They can just feed them and they can go on living.
And guess what? Why is that?
Because because they are like us. They are animals.
No. They are machines that have fuel engines in them, so you feed them certain types of fuel, and they can take that and use it as biofuel. They have a biofuel engine.
If birds
have you ever seen the inside of a bird, Fumaz? Fumaz, have you? Have you ever taken a bird apart?
Listen,
exactly.
Nobody would ever discover that. Like, there's so many birds around. Do you think that no bird eventually like malfunctioned and fell into someone's house and they saw it and they took a look at it and they went like, oh, why does this bird have wires in it? Like,
okay, Fumaz, think about this. You know how they say like don't have super clear glass, or the birds are going to fly into that? Have you ever heard that myth?
Yeah.
Have you ever struggled to see glass as like a person?
No.
No, you haven't, because the eye is really good at picking up glass. You know what isn't that great at picking up glass? Cameras. Cameras have a harder ability to pick up glass, okay? Because they can't see as many colors as the human eye. Here's the point, Fumaz. The reason why that myth got started is because the camera drone birds kept flying in the glass, and the government spread the myth that you need to keep your glass from being super clear because they were sick of having their drones crash into the side of people's houses.
Because birds
are drones,
Fumaz. Listen.
Open your eyes.
Do you think... Okay, the reason you can see glass is because you know what glass is. Do you think that birds know what glass is? Glass is not found in nature, so they wouldn't know it. And the only possible way they would know what glass is if they ever come in contact with it. So if birds don't ever run into glass, then they would never know what glass is in the first place. So they couldn't recognize what it is. And literally every other insect does it. Like,
interesting. They would never recognize a man-made thing, but they stand on power lines.
Shut up.
Interesting, Fumaz.
That's not what I'm saying. Okay, listen. No, listen. Why do you... Okay, listen, if every bird was fake and only birds had these cameras in their eyes, then why do other insects also have this defect, like you say, that they can't see glass and they run into it?
What do you mean? Insects are dumb. That's why they can't see glass.
Yeah, birds are dumb too. That's you're literally just proving my point.
Birds are drones, okay?
And
you just tried to say there's no glass in nature. That's what you. But birds have no problem standing on power lines
because of the way they are. Because of the way they like.
They are what? Were you gonna say programmed? Because the way they're programmed.
No, I was gonna say because evolution made them that. Okay, listen. It's because birds have a body that is compatible with standing on power lines, but that doesn't mean they were designed like that. That's so stupid. Like, birds existed before that, so then why? Then that would mean that like you said that it's not true that all birds are that. You're saying that they're still killing them, like the real birds, right?
Birds are fake. Admit it.
Oh my god, you're not answering my.
They are robots. Okay, say that thing again.
Okay, you said that all birds, like real birds, aren't that yet. They're still killing them, right? You said that there were those...
The
like,
solar power. You're talking about the solar power.
Yeah. So then why can real birds stand on power lines too if they weren't designed to recharge on them?
Well, you already answered that question.
Yeah, then you can't say that they were designed to recharge on them if real birds can do it. That's so stupid. Why would they recharge from power lines?
How can you tell the real birds apart from the fake birds? You ever ask yourself that? Them? No, see, that's the point. If you just see a bird standing on a power line, do you know it's a real bird? or do you know whether it's a fake bird? You can't tell because the government has done such a good job of making these fake birds
the
look like real birds.
We have right now is nowhere near that advanced to make birds clones and robotic birds. Like, we can't even clone animals yet, let alone custom engineer animals. Do you understand how futuristic that sounds? That sounds like something that could happen in the year 3000, not 2000.
Futuristic? Have you seen how small they can make drones nowadays? Have you seen the technology?
That is different.
No, have you seen the technology that the government hides from the populace? The amount of technology that the government has that they just keep under wraps is insane. And the reason they hide it is because they don't want people. Like, think about it. Why do you think technology and phones and things are getting smaller, right? Is it because we're developing new technologies? No, it's because the government has already developed these technologies and they slowly release them to private companies to add into devices. The government is light years ahead of companies.
No. The reason we get smaller technology is because private companies invest into them.
No!
So the
government has already developed all of the technology that we use. So you're saying they're literally 20 years ahead.
The government has the technology to cure cancer, and they wouldn't release it to us just because they need to.
I'm not saying specific examples, but Fumaz,
okay, but if
think about like this:
to create custom birds, do you think that it would be hard for us to cure cancer or other stuff?
That's like two different areas, so I don't
know, but it's still biology because you still need to like create birds in some way.
No. Fumaz, think about it, okay? You're telling me that way back in the day, we were able to put a man on the moon, okay? But supposedly making a bird robot is way out of our league. No, I say foo on that, okay? Foo on that, and you, Fumaz, I say no. That is incorrect, because at the end of the day, if we can put a man on the moon, we can make a tiny little bird robot. Your argument that we couldn't do that is ridiculous.
Then, listen, Bad. I could literally re-say everything you said and replace birds with cats, and it would all make sense because your theory has no substantial evidence. You're just saying random things and trying to connect them together so that
Fumaz,
you have no evidence.
I do have evidence. Birds stand on power lines, okay?
Because
they're doing it to charge. Okay, it's obvious. Like anyone with half a brain can see that. Okay?
No, if birds could recharge on food, like you said earlier, then why would they need to recharge on power lines? That is literally a logical flaw that you just.
You ever wonder why birds don't sweat either? You ever wonder?
There's not a lot of animals that sweat.
Birds don't sweat because if they tried to sweat, it would short out their circuitry.
Listen,
so they just disabled that feature.
Dogs can't sweat either. They have to like.
Have you ever wondered? You ever wonder why you have to have a permit? You ever wonder why you have to have a permit to own chickens? You ever wonder that? Why? They do that because they don't want people.
You can just go around and. You need a permit to own almost any farm animal.
No, the point is they do that to keep people from wondering. You know, if everybody owned birds, then people would get to see how birds actually behave. Literally, have you ever seen like a real chicken? If you look at it, they act completely different from most birds. Okay?
No,
they literally act completely different.
Because they evolve
Think about
differently.
That. Why do birds act differently? Like pigeons. Pigeons in New York will walk. Think about it. Why are there pigeons everywhere in New York? Have you ever bothered to ask that?
Because they reproduce quickly and people feed them bread or something.
There's so many pigeons in New York because there's so many people in New York. Hi, everybody. We are back. The government tried to shut the stream down because we were exposing the truth about birds.
No,
you saw it here. You saw it.
No, they heard how stupid that argument was.
They know. We were highlighting the reality, okay, of the fact that birds are not real, okay? and they
You
wanted.
keep screaming
to
that
prevent
because you
it.
don't have any proof. You're
I've
just trying
listed
to
all
come
the
up with
proof.
crazy
You just keep
stuff
brushing
that
it
makes no
aside,
sense
ignoring
whatsoever.
it. Are you a government pawn, Fumaz? Are you?
No. You might be the government pawn who's trying to like make all the people dumber with your theory. Okay, Bad. Give me one proof that is actual proof that birds aren't real. One evidence that isn't like speculation, but it's
Fumaz.
actual.
I have laid out so many
facts, all you've said
and
so far.
all you've done is brush them aside. You have never taken a bird and looked inside it.
You haven't either,
because
so how can you know
the
they
government
are robots?
won't let you. I bet if you walked outside and you just grabbed a bird, if you were able to grab it and you just took it inside, okay, that all of a sudden there'd be a bunch of government agents at your house and they would be like, give us the bird.
Bad. I have grabbed a bird before because I found a small bird that was injured in my garden. So I grabbed it and I put it back in its nest. And guess what? He grew up just fine and then he flew away. And it was a small bird and he didn't escape and there were no government official at my door.
Interesting, Fumaz. Interesting. Well, guess what? You know what just happened there?
That saved bird's life?
No, that bird fell out of the nest. You picked it up. It collected a DNA sample of you. And then it grew, quote unquote, grew up. But it was really passed it on to another bird spy that you couldn't tell the difference to. And it flew away and gave your DNA to the government.
That is so stupid.
No, think about it. A baby conveniently fell down where you found it. Does that not seem like a bit of a coincidence?
I'm a nobody. The government wouldn't want my DNA sample. I just saved the bird because it got injured and it fell down its nest. And so that stuff happens all the time. It's not something that happened to me specifically. There's a bunch of people who do that every day. That's so stupid.
No.
And then
Fumaz,
birds,
you fell for the trap. Okay?
No, you're falling.
It is such an effective one because we can't help but have sympathy on what we see as a baby bird. So you see it and you're like, "Oh, I'm going to help this little baby bird."
So what? So
little
do you
know.
No, okay. Let me ask you
it's
something.
Just collecting DNA, collecting
let me
information.
Ask you something. So, Bad. If you saw a small baby bird in your garden that is dying because it's injured, would you leave it to die?
It is very clear that if I saw a small baby bird, the government is trying to catch me.
So you would let it die. So you would let it die.
At that point, the government is trying to catch me, Fumaz. Okay, I pick.
So you would let it die. You would let a small innocent creature
and carry it into a controlled environment to monitor it, to uncover the government tyranny.
So you would I want to hear you say you would let a small bird die.
Have you ever heard the popular...
You would let a small bird die.
Fumaz, have you ever heard the popular phrase that if you pick up a baby bird, you'll get your scent on it and then the mama bird will abandon it?
That is not a true
Have you ever heard
it?
Just answer me if you've heard it.
I have heard it.
That was spread by the people who knew the truth about birds. And they wanted to protect people and keep them from having their data stolen by the government. Okay, that's the whole point.
It's not true.
Is people uncovered the reality, the truth of what was going on, and they wanted to try and protect everybody. But lo and behold, the government realized that too many people had caught on to it and weren't picking up baby birds anymore. Why do you think in the past, why do you think in the past couple of years, companies like 23andMe and other ancestry services have started popping up? Because fewer and fewer people are picking up birds, which is making it harder and harder for the government to collect DNA. Everything is tied together, Fumaz. Everything is connected. Okay?
No. Okay, listen, Bad. Still can't explain why we can find dead birds on the street that got ran over by cars and stuff.
Those are
If they
just
were
the
robots,
birds that are being disposed of by the government. The ones that are have lost their, maybe they
You
can't
just
be
keep
recharged
yelling,
anymore.
but you don't
Technology
have any
wears
actual
out,
argument.
Fumaz.
No. Let me debunk your statement. You said that ancestry tests and stuff like that got created because people don't pick up birds, but it's actually because our technology has advanced enough that we can do the ancestry tests. Like a few years ago, we couldn't.
We've been
do
able to do
we didn't have
DNA
the
tests
technology.
for years, Fumaz.
Yes, but it's not a DNA test. It's an ancestry test. It's a different thing.
No. For years, we've been able to do DNA tests, ancestry tests. No. All of those are just DNA collection
but the
agencies.
technology
People
has advanced
stopped
enough that
picking up birds.
now.
People figured out the truth. They weren't picking up birds anymore.
Listen.
So when the government needed someone's DNA, they couldn't get it anymore. Because people would see a baby bird and they'd leave it.
Listen, if that were the case,
think about it, Fumaz.
No,
those eggs you see in birds' nests, those aren't eggs. Those are battery packs.
Those are eggs that are laid out by the mother of the bird. That is how nature works.
Nope.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
You can see a bird like laying out an egg. You can see
those nests.
You can go there and
hawks
see
and
while
stuff
it's happening.
are just bigger bird drones that are designed to capture and pick up defective drones.
That's so stupid. Okay, listen. You said that ancestry tests have been available for a long time. Like space exploration has been available for a long time. That doesn't mean everyone can do it. The reason why
have you ever seen?
No. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
The reason why we can do ancestry tests these days so easily is because the technology is now cheaper. And so everyone can do it. In the future, when space exploration becomes cheaper, everyone can go to space. That is not an argument. It's just technology that becomes cheaper and easier to produce, and so we can use it. The general population can use it. So that's not an argument.
Fumaz, have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
Yes.
No, you haven't. Okay.
Yes, I have.
Do you know why you haven't seen a baby pigeon? Do you know why no one sees baby pigeons? Is because baby pigeons don't exist. They don't exist. The only baby pigeon you'll ever see is if you see it
on the internet.
Yeah, you'll only see it in strategically placed images. But who took that picture? It was made and fabricated by the government, or it was from one of the few baby pigeons they have in labs, okay? That's why you'll never see a baby pigeon in real life. You'll never see a baby pigeon in real life for the sole reason that they don't exist in the wild anymore. You'll only ever see adult pigeons.
No.
And again,
you know why you don't see baby birds?
Hold on. Fumaz. No. You interrupted me earlier when I was giving this point, so I'm going to re-give it. Okay, here is the point, Fumaz. Major cities like New York, okay, no trees, no nature, okay? It's all been torn down, replaced with giant machinery and metal monstrosity constructions. And guess what? There are more birds than there are people in New York, Fumaz. There are literally pigeons everywhere. Why is that?
No.
Why are there pigeons everywhere?
Okay, listen.
No, think about it, Fumaz. Think about it. The reason
I have thought about it and it's stupid.
No, the reason why there are pigeons everywhere is because there's so many people, so they need so many birds. Even though there's not enough nature to support that many birds,
is so stupid.
There are still so many birds. Think about it. How can there be more birds than there is nature to support the birds? And also, Fumaz, think about Australia. Australia, they have the magpie. The magpie acts like a completely normal bird for most of the year. But then, for literally 2 months out of the year, the magpie goes absolutely crazy and attacks people. Why does it do that? It's not attacking people just randomly. It's attacking people to collect their DNA. And they explain it with, it's just magpie season. Think about it.
So dumb. That is so
It all makes sense, Fumaz.
No. Okay, do you know why you never see baby pigeons?
Why?
Do you know why? Because when the pigeons lay their eggs, they lay them in nests that are too deep inside trees, so you can't see them. That's why.
Oh, interesting. Trees where? Where are these trees?
Okay, listen. Even in big cities, there's still vegetation. Otherwise, people couldn't live there because they couldn't breathe. Listen, plants are needed to create oxygen. You know that. So there's still plants everywhere in New York. Otherwise, people wouldn't be able to breathe. Oh my god!
Coincidence? There are no trees, and yet the populations of pigeons keep growing up. Oh, they bury their eggs really deep in trees. Really? What trees? Fumaz?
There are trees in New York.
The trees that have all been torn down? Those trees?
Understand how? Okay, you're not answering to any of my points. I said that there are plants in New York. Otherwise, people wouldn't be able to breathe.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Air currents are a thing, Fumaz.
Oxygen.
Air currents are a thing.
What?
Air currents are a thing.
Yeah, I know, but still, if an entire city didn't have any trees, it wouldn't be able to support all its citizens.
Actually, it would, because the air is going to be circulated from other parts of the world that do have lots of trees.
But
you still haven't explained the pigeon thing.
I have explained it.
No, there's literally tons of pigeons in New York.
Yeah, because
no trees.
Can I explain it?
No trees for pigeons to lay their eggs deep inside.
Can I explain it? Can I explain it?
Press X to doubt.
Can I explain it?
Sure. Explain your lies, government agent.
Oh my god. Okay. Bad. Okay. You know what? You are. Okay. I need to calm down. Because you are making up stupid points.
You need to open your government text.
No! What you're doing is searching up on internet worst conspiracy theories.
I just want to point this out. Fumaz just brought up an interesting point. He said, oh no, pigeons, you never see their eggs because they lay them deeply in trees. Interesting. Where did you find that, Fumaz? Did you read it in a government textbook? Did you find it on a website controlled by the government?
No.
Maybe that's just the excuse the government tells people so people don't wonder why they've never seen a baby pigeon in the wild. Because the government knows that people would ask this question, so they came up with a logical excuse that is non-factual. Okay? They said it.
True.
No, it's what the government is telling people, Fumaz. The government is telling people this is fact, and so people just believe it. Think about it. Language. The point is, those facts in those textbooks, they are curated by the government. Think about it.
Shut up for a second.
Think about it.
Can you? Okay, you still haven't let me explain why there's so many pigeons in New York.
Yeah, explain how there can be so few trees.
First of all,
where they need to lay their eggs and so many pigeons.
Let me talk.
Explain it. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, pigeons have adapted to the habitat of New York. That's why they can live there. Because shut up. Once a species lives in a place for enough time, they adapt to it. That's how evolution works. That's how we adapt to new environments. That's why humans are different in different parts of the planet, because they adapt to the environment that is around them. And listen, the thing is that birds can adapt too, and even though there isn't much vegetation in New York City, it doesn't mean that they can't live there. Okay, think about it. There must be plants somewhere in New York City. There must be trees somewhere in New York City. It can't be a wasteland. Okay.
Have you ever been to New York?
Can I say something?
Have you ever been to New York?
What?
Have you ever been to New York?
No.
Okay. There are no plants in New York. Not enough to support this oxygen.
Okay,
thing
but
you're
can I
talking
say something?
Mhm.
Okay, so the reason... Okay, you said before that birds run away from us when they see us because they don't want us to know that they're spying on us, right? That's what you said.
Exactly. They don't want
Then
people
why...
to get close enough.
Okay, let me finish. Then why are birds so fearless of humans in New York City? Like, you can see...
Oh!
You can see people giving bread to birds and they're
Isn't
not
that
gonna run away.
interesting, Fumaz? That in New York, people
Because
give
they adapted
bread.
to the environment and they know that humans won't harm them.
No,
That's why.
you just brought up a great point. Here's a question for you, Fumaz.
Oh my god.
Have you ever wondered why you see so many people sitting out there feeding birds all day? You ever wonder why people will see the same person over and over
Because that's
feeding
your
birds?
hobby?
No, because that person is a government agent. They are going and they're
So
tossing
old
bread
ladies are
to the
government
birds.
agents.
But what they're really doing, that's what it looks like, is the birds are coming and they're swapping out their SD cards, their chips. They're passing the data, maybe wirelessly, to that person. That
Bread
person
SD cards.
is
Bread
a
SD
data
cards.
collector, Fumaz. That's the truth.
So you see an old lady taking out like some bread and giving it to birds, and it's SD cards getting swapped.
What better person than an old lady? You never suspect them.
That is so dumb. Like, you see an old lady. No, listen. You go around and you see an old lady on a bench, and she's like throwing pieces of bread at birds, and you think, oh my god, those are SD cards. The lady is for the government. She is replacing their batteries or something like that. Do you understand how crazy you sound? You sound like a flat earther. You sound like, oh my god.
Fumaz, why is she tossing bread to the birds? Okay.
Because she wants to feed them.
No. You've heard the whole thing about how it turns out bread is actually bad for birds. You're not supposed
but not a
to
lot of
feed
people
bread.
know that.
Hold on. No. People do know that. But you know why the person's tossing the bread to the birds anyway? Because they know they're not real birds. And they know it's not going to hurt them. That's why. Because they're a government agent who is only there to collect the data on the birds.
Why would the government say that bread
Embrace
is not
the
good
truth,
for birds?
Fumaz! Embrace it!
Oh my. Okay, listen. First of all, what you said isn't true. Second of all,
What? What's not true?
have you ever opened the biology book?
What?
Have you-
a biology book written by the government?
Shut up. Have you ever opened a biology book?
Yes, I have, Fumaz.
Okay,
and I saw
yes,
the
then you
lies
can
about
see-
birds.
That you can see the anatomy of bird. You can see its internal organs. You can see how it flies. You can see how it works. You can see, literally. You can literally. Okay, so.
But they know no one's ever going to go out and grab a bird and dissect it to see if that stuff is real.
There are people crazy enough to do it.
But people don't.
No, you said in the last video people would do.
Do you guys see the language he said? He said there will be people, quote unquote, crazy enough to do it. He's already defined those people as crazy so that when someone discovers the truth, when they open up a bird and see it's a robot, everybody will go, oh, that person's crazy. That's it. Fumaz is a government agent. Birds are not real. I have
am not a
proven
government agent. No. Listen. You're just crazy, okay? So you think that the little child, the small 6-year-old who gives bread to birds, is a government agent who's recharging birds?
What? No, they just don't know any better. I'm talking about the old woman you see there every day, collecting data from birds. Explain that. Explain that, Fumaz.
Because old ladies don't have anything better to do.
Wow, you just have a lot of disrespect for old ladies.
No, I'm not saying it in an insulting way. I'm just saying that they don't have anything else to do because they're old and they don't have to work.
Wow. Oh,
So
the old person, just their life, just their life has no meaning.
No.
Wow.
I'm not saying.
Guys, this is it. Literally, there's enough proof here. I have literally defended this argument so well. Fumaz will not admit it because I think he works for the government. He is purposefully trying to keep the. Why do you think the stream went out in the middle? We need to make sure
because
to keep
crashed.
No, we need to make sure to keep this going. We cannot let them silence us. We cannot let them silence the truth about the birds.
Oh my God, no! You just sound crazy. Okay, I'm not saying that old ladies are bad. I'm just saying that they don't have much to do because they already are. They're not working anymore, so they have a lot of free time. So how they spend that free time is some old ladies like to go to the park and feed birds. It's not that hard to understand.
I can't believe you, Fumaz.
Listen,
I can't believe you.
I can't believe
How
you.
much did they pay you, Fumaz? How much did they pay you to sell out your fellow citizens?
How much did they pay you to replace your brain with a potato?
How much, Fumaz?
How much did they pay you to
Did they pay you in gold?
With a potato?
Did they pay you in gold? Or did they pay you in the carcasses?
They paid me
of
in
the
intelligence, which you don't have because
live.
you're making up stupid things.
Fumaz, you haven't been able to debunk a single thing.
I have debunked everything you ever said in this argument.
No, you haven't.
You have just brought the same arguments over and over and over.
And what have you done? You have debunked it. You said, oh no, that old lady feeding birds in the park, she's just got nothing else to live for. That's why she feeds birds every day. Okay? That is literally what you said. Okay? And the point is, no, she's there collecting. Okay? Because guess what, Fumaz? Old people do have stuff to do. They don't have to spend every hour of every day sitting there feeding birds,
but they don't do that.
Because old people are respectable too, okay? Even though you don't want to admit that, okay? Point is, Fumaz, at the end of the day...
Are you actually trying to do this to me right now? Are you actually...
Are you
that desperate?
Will you admit the truth, Fumaz?
Yes. Okay, the truth is, birds are real, and anyone who thinks otherwise is stupid.
No, Fumaz, no!
BPH
resist the government.
He doesn't have a brain because he can't understand how biology works.
Fumaz,
you don't have a brain.
I had so much hope,
bro. I had so much hope that you would just come out at the end and say, "Oh, I was joking this entire time. It wasn't. The birds are actually real. I was just messing with you all just to see if you would believe me."
Fumaz, why?
Why are you so stuck in your own opinion that you won't even accept evidence that birds are real?
Guys, I think there's no more hope to be gathered. It's time for closing arguments.
I think that there's no hope to be gathered for you because you are
Fumaz, please stop. No, I can't take anymore, please. All right, everybody, closing argument time. Fumaz, do you want to give them first or second?
No, you're gonna give yours first. I'm literally
okay. I get a closing statement after you're done. You remember?
Sure. I am just so. Oh my God. Okay.
All right.
Go on.
Everybody, I have laid out the facts. Okay. I've laid out everything. I've outlined all of the things that Fumaz would try to hide from you. Okay. I've shown you the truth. At the end of the day, it is up to you whether you will accept it or not. Okay? Only you can make the choice whether to continue to believe the lie that all of the birds you see flying around are real, or to believe the truth that they have systematically been removed from the environment by the government through whatever means, and they've been replaced with spies, okay, with drones. It's the reason why you never see a baby pigeon, okay? It's the reason why some habitats seemingly can support more birds than would otherwise seem possible. It's the reason why birds act so strangely, why they fly in the glass that cameras would have trouble seeing, but your eyes have no problem being able to pick up. Okay? It's the reason all of these things line up with the theory that birds are just drones. Drones controlled and operated by the government. Why did the stream shut down in the middle? It shut down because they tried to hide the truth. And the truth is, birds are not real. Go ahead, Fumaz. Fumaz?
Hi. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, this entire debate has been a mess. What Bad did this entire time is give no substantial evidence, just stole the craziest stuff that came into his mind and tried to accuse me of working for the government and hiding stuff from you. First of all, let's just disclose I am not paid by the government. I have no interest to hide stuff from you. I am simply guided by common sense that tells me that birds are real because I see them every day and I can study them. I can even dissect one if I wanted to, but I won't. And the fact that Bad would even accuse me of doing that is so dumb. Like, because he has no other points to stand on, so he accuses me of working for the enemy team. I would never do a thing so literally so drastic in a debate. That's like blaming it on me. Like, that I work for you. Why would you? How could you say I'm a government agent? That's so stupid. And like I said at the very beginning of the argument, it's impossible that every government in the world agreed to exterminate birds. Like, even in some places in the world where there's no cities and it's like a wasteland, why would the government agree to exterminate all birds and replace them with drones? Like, every government in the world. So do you think that birds are multilingual? Like, they speak Russian and they speak English and they speak French. Like, they go around and they just talk to each other. Like, why would the Russian government agree with America to create drone birds that spy on each other? Like, that is so stupid. Like, we literally America and Russia were in Cold War until like very little ago, and like, do you think that they would really agree to something like this? Because this is not something that you're saying happened today. You're saying that this is something that happened a lot of years ago and it's still happening. So why didn't wars change these contracts that the government had? It would just take one single government or president that says, no, I don't want to have this anymore, and everyone would know. So Bad tried to bring up the point that you can see baby pigeons. But that is stupid. First of all, you can see baby pigeons. You're just blind if you don't see them. And the reason you don't see them often is because, like I said, their nests are really well hidden. And this is not something only pigeons do. Other birds hide their nests very well. You don't see many baby birds in general, not baby pigeons particularly. And like, the reason there's so many pigeons in New York is because they don't hide, because they're not afraid of people, because they adapted to the environment, and they can roam around freely. They know that people will give them food if they roam around. And another thing that Bad said is that birds crash into glass, but a lot of other animals do it too. Insects crash into glass too. Even my cat once ran into glass because he didn't notice the glass was there. He didn't know what glass was, and so he saw a window and he ran into it and he crashed into it. And it was really funny. But I mean, it's not just birds that do it. It's just other animals, because animals don't know what glass is. They don't know it because in nature it's not a thing. And all of the things that Bad said in this argument are either stupid coincidences or stupid conspiracies, and they hold no value to his point, and his position has no evidence. And the reason the stream shut down is because A60 crashed. It's not like the government tried to shut it down. Like, Bad literally said in the in the debate that the government keeps the technology hidden from private agencies too. So why would YouTube, which is owned by Google, which is a private corporation, shut down the stream? Because it's a private corporation, so they wouldn't know about the birds thing. So that is stupid. So guys, just don't believe what Bad is saying, because he has literally gone crazy. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's just doing crazy stuff. I've never seen Bad going so crazy over a debate. He probably just got into the thing, and he probably really believes that birds aren't real. Like, would you really defend someone that thinks birds aren't real? Like, guys, just open your eyes. Go look at your window and see a bird, and look at it, and go here and tell me that bird you're seeing right outside of your window, laying an egg, or sleeping in its nest, or taking care of its baby, isn't real. Okay.
Thank you, Fumaz. Okay, I get one closing statement.
Yeah.
Guys, everything Fumaz just said is exactly what a government agent would say. Also, Fumaz told us, he said, go to your window, look outside, and see a bird. And that's exactly it. You will see a bird, because that bird wants to see you. The bird is watching you. Birds are not real. They are drones that the government owns, and they're keeping tabs on you. All right, everyone.
With a straight face.
That is it for the debate show. Everyone, go and vote. I am about to post the poll on Twitter right now. Everybody go and vote. I have just posted it. Everyone, go ahead, go vote. Let's see.
If you win, I will be so mad.
Just again, I want to say anything we said during that debate show, for anyone who just joined or joined in the beginning, keep in mind that you may anything you heard is not necessarily our actual opinion, is just for the show. Okay.
So Bad, do you actually think birds aren't real?
No, of course not.
Wow. Okay. How are you winning? How are you winning?
Maybe I'm just saying that because the government is.
You know I'm not a government agent, Bad. You know I'm not a government.
Really, Fumaz? You're not a government agent?
I am not a government.
Who wanted us to do this topic? Who was it who kept pressuring me to defend the point that birds weren't real? Hold on.
Listen.
Who wanted to defend the point that birds were real? Was it me? No, it was you, the government agent. All this time, who just wanted to propagate the lie that birds are real.
I literally said I could defend both the arguments, and you said you wanted to. I hate you.
You've convinced
literally, people are DMing me on Twitter saying I'm a government agent. Do you see what you're doing?
I knew it.
What you have done?
You admit it.
You have told. No, they are DMing me.
The truth comes out, Fumaz.
People are DMing me. Why?
I'm just kidding.
Thank you so much. I just hope that this was worth it.
Sorry.
If it was worth it to tell blatant lies to your viewers.
It's a debate show. It's just for fun.
I know. I'm just so astonished by how you can actually win this. But you're really good at debating. You know that. I could have never defended this.
All right. Now that the debate's over, I just want to say this. Of course, I believe birds are real. Of course, I don't think they're drones. If there's any government agent listening on this conversation, you should know that everything I said was just for the show. I think birds are real. Fumaz, we need to keep our eyes peeled. They're watching us.
Bad. I'm gonna tell you the truth. After this debate, I think birds aren't real either.
You think birds aren't real?
Yeah,
good. I'm glad you've embraced the truth. Open your eyes.
Yeah, they're obviously government controlled.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. But
no,
also,
I'm not kidding. Birds aren't real.
Although,
I'm kidding, but
I actually kind of convinced myself. No.
bro,
Like, I'm literally like, kind of weird that there's so many pigeons in a city that has so little nature.
I have to respond to people saying I'm a government agent on Twitter.
That was
Because
fun.
you-
Okay. So the poll results are coming in. I think it's clear who won the debate.
How did you win this?
I win!
Oh my god.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. So that was Fumaz. That was a
really
great
fun.
debate. I enjoyed that. I'm glad you proposed that topic. That was neat.
Yeah, I know. I was. You were really into it, Bad. You were really focused. I've never seen you so dedicated into a debate.
Thank you. Honestly, that's a fun one, right? That was a fun debate. I enjoyed that. I will say that, it was such a goofy debate, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah. I mean, these are the best debates. The
Yeah.
ones that are on dumb topics or just completely crazy topics.
exactly. That was fun. Just kind of a goofy little thing. Obviously, guys, just remember anything we say during the debate show is just for fun. It's not
Guys,
necessarily
remember, I
our
am not a
actual
government
opinion,
agent.
Okay? Fumaz may or may not be a government agent. But
What?
No, I'm kidding. No. The point is, anything we say is just for fun. It's just for the show. Doesn't necessarily reflect our actual opinions. No, of course, I don't think that birds are fake. Like, that would be ridiculous.
Wow, so you are the government agent.
Yes, I am the government agent.
Wow. Okay.
All
I
this
see how it is.
time, this was reverse psychology, Fumaz. I was trying to make
guys,
people...
He tried to sound all crazy just to make you think that the theory was crazy.
He's figured it out. Quick, Delta agent, arrest him. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bad. Why are people knocking at my door? What?
Goodbye, Fumaz. No. Anyway, come on, that's pretty funny.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that was a fun debate. I
Anyway.
hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
No. Did you guys enjoy that debate, though? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did.
But that was fun. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Just keep in mind, guys. Just keep in mind, people of Georgia. Just keep in mind, guys, that literally at the end of the day, right, everything we say during the show is just for fun. Not
Yeah.
necessarily our actual opinion. We don't necessarily think that birds are fake. Come on.
But birds are real.
Or are they?
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. Anyway, everybody, that's it. Thank you, Fumaz, for coming up and being our special guest. We do appreciate it.
Thank you for
You're a
inviting me again.
potato. No problem. Thank you for coming. I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed that. Yeah. Did you guys enjoy that debate?
Bad.
Was that fun?
Bad. You noticed that the Twitter logo is a bird?
Oh my goodness.
It's spying on us.
It all makes sense
It's
now.
a message.
Oh my goodness.
Why would the Twitter logo? Okay, I have to thank someone that said. That the
Why are there
Twitter
no
logo is a
birds
bird.
in Minecraft except for chickens?
Because
and
Notch knew
parrots?
all along.
He knew all along. He was
Why is the Twitter
forced.
logo a bird?
He
Twitter
was
literally
forced to
spied
add birds
on
in,
us.
to add the parrots in. Oh my gosh. No, I'm kidding.
Twitter works for the government. It's spying on guys. If you see a bird outside, it might be Twitter.
Anyway,
I am not encouraging.
it's just, guys, we're just memeing. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Fumaz, anything you want to promote?
Follow me on Twitter at RealFumaz and
Follow
join
him
MunchMC.
on Twitter at RealFumaz.
And join MunchMC.com on
Yay.
Minecraft.
Check out the Minecraft server, munchmc.com. That's pretty much it. Follow my Twitter at Saints of Games. Subscribe to me on YouTube. BadBoyHalo, almost 2 million subs. Yay. Anyway, guys, That's pretty much it. Remember, anything we say during the debate show is just for fun. Of course, we don't think birds are fake. It's obviously a silly, thing that.
But the Twitter logo is still a
believes.
bird, which is pretty interesting.
Awfully suspicious. Anyway, thank you guys for coming by. We love y'all. A6D, want to take it away?